Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Please let me know. I can hear myself, so I think it's working now. So, hello everyone. Welcome to Malanda. We are in Malanda at this moment in time. I will be doing 2 lives in Malanda this Friday and next Friday. It has been an interesting, we went camping over at a friend's house. Well, not camping, but we went, somewhere. Audie, you there? Sorry about before. My computer said, I'm not going to do that. So far, yeah, but we just got here, so it's not really like we did anything yet. But so far, yeah. Today's the official day of being here in Malanda. Right now, I'm sewing up something. So, yeah, I would have used my own internet, but my own internet wasn't loading or something, so I'm now on my sister-in-law's internet. True. We had a thunderstorm when we were flying. If that helps. We had a thunderstorm. Very fun thunderstorm at that. And I was asking you a question, but I think I was on mute at the time. So I'm going to ask it again. Did anything come for you yet? If not, that's okay. I'm just checking. I'm so excited. Yeah, there was a little bit of turbulence. There was a little bit of turbulence. There was a thunderstorm. We actually saw lightning strike before we got off the plane, all that. It was fun. It was definitely 100% fun. So right now I'm working on a, remember I told you I was making a scarf before for a friend? That is her scarf I'm working on, so I'm finishing it up. Basically sewing in and sewing out to close it up. Trust me, you'll enjoy it. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it because I sent you an extra little bit. I normally don't send, but because you were always there for me and helping me out and everything, I thought you deserved it. And it's from Australia. And it's something I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy. And yes, it's something you do eat. So it's warm here. It's very warm in Malanda. Yeah, I did. I think you'll like it. I hope you do. But like I said, it's an Australian goodie. Um, and like I said, it is a type of food. Actually, it's a drink. But yeah, it's going to be lovely. So let's see. What else can I tell you? Well, chickens are doing well. I've been checking in on the chickens every day since starting the trip, because you know how I want to take care of red and white tails. So we always check in with my father-in-law, seeing how our chickens are doing. They seem to be doing very well. And as you can tell, I just sewed this little spot right here, and it's in. And you can tell I sewed the little spot because you can see the blue right in there. So let me close it off. No, why did you do that? I planned on doing a little bit of crochet, but I am right now finishing this one off because I had so many little loose ends that I had to finish up. So that's what I'm doing, is finishing up my crochet. That way it's nice and tight and it never comes unraveled. And there. See? Right there. All finished up in that little section. Now, see these little sections right here? I have to do the same. It was when I was working on the project and it was crochet, but it was two separate colors and you have to change, interchange your separate colors. So that's what I did. So that's what I'm doing. Jeff says hi to everybody, even though he's not in here right now. He's spending some time with his sister. After all, this is his sister. We are in a very nice place. I'll show you their place. It does have cockroaches here. But then again, it's a farm, like a real farm. So, long story short, yeah. I do have my bug zapper. I do have a few other things over here so I can make certain that we are comfortable. I'm going to tell you, it's warm here. There is no air conditioning. No air conditioning. Last night I was like, I'm too warm. But there's bugs. I'm too warm. But there's bugs. That's how my body was like. It was like, I'm too warm, but there's bugs. Can you block this person? Please? Audie, please? This is not the site for that, so please leave. 69, whatever. This is not the site for that. Thank you, Audie. Love you for that. Like I said, this is not the site for that. I am not into that. I am happily married to my husband. I don't need it. Thank you for that. You don't know how much I appreciate it. I think that was a troll, or I don't know what it was, but that wasn't good. I don't know why they thought they could do that. Very weird, right? So yeah, I've been checking in on our chooks to see how they're doing. And they seem to be doing really well. They seem to be doing really well. So I am doing a craft site. I'm doing crafts like crochet. I am looking forward to my next craft though. Oh, that's not a problem. Not a problem. But I knew if I asked you to do it, because I'm like really busy myself on trying to finish this little thing up, because I'm going to be giving it to somebody in Australia, and I wanted to make certain it looks really good. And I just can't believe people do that though. I really can't believe they do that. Thinking it's okay to go on someone's channel and do whatever. It was kind of surprising to me. And how is the tracking? Is it going good? Now, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know that you're going to have to sign for it. It's just a habit of mine. I didn't want, it's not that I always make everyone sign for their package because that way I know for a fact it's there and it's on time and everyone's happy. So, yay, I think I got it. That was hard work there. Whew. It is? Yay! So it's really close to you then. If it's in the USA, it's close to you. Is it in California? Or is it in Texas? That's better. I think that looks good. California. Thought it was California. Wasn't sure if it was in Texas yet, so I was pretty sure it was in California. They go pretty fast, and I was thinking you would probably get it this week sometime. Or next week sometime. Oh, that's cool. Yep. Mhm. So let's see. What is on the agenda today? I don't know. I know people are going to ask, what is on the agenda today? You're on a vacation over at your sister-in-law's. What are you going to do? For me, I don't know what we're going to do. I think we're going to go over to look at some falls. And if I do, I will send pictures of it online on Instagram so you guys can see what I'm seeing. I think that would be kind of cool. Let's see what else. I'm asking my husband to go get me some sandals because I don't have any sandals to wear for this. No sandals. I need some type of sandals because not that I don't like my UGG slippers, but they won't do the job for what I need for walking and everything and being comfy. Okay, why aren't you going through? Aha, there. So, yeah, we are definitely going to be looking at, I think we're going to be looking at a falls, but I'm not 100% certain. Jeff will let me know what his sister and him decided because, well, after all, I do love my sister-in-law. She's sweet. She's a kind person. After all, she's let me use her internet now, so that's kind of cool. Okay, I think I can do that because it was not doing it the way I wanted it. Okay, I think that's gonna look good. Might have to do like a light crochet on the top to hide that, maybe. What do you think? Should I do like a light crochet on the top to hide it? Or should I? Only thing is I don't have that crochet color. So maybe not. Just basically trying to clean up the yeah. Well, it's going to someone in Brisbane. Once I get their address, we are planning on going to Brisbane to give this to our friends, Messianic friends. And I still have to make, or I'll have to buy some zitzits to put on it. Didn't want to buy, but because it's taking me time to make the zitzits, you know how that is. One of these days I might even do a live showing of how to make zitzits. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that. Very pretty. I don't know if that one's going to fit. That's the only problem. Might have to do it this way just a tad and then put it through. Yeah, you're right. It is my little signature saying I'm the one who made this. Don't you like how I did that? I'll show you what I mean. I went backwards a little bit, and I'm like, how am I going to get these to fit through? Okay, they're not sticking. So, yeah, we do have a TV here. My sister-in-law has a TV that her son watches, I guess, down here. And there, I think that's the way I want it. Okay, cool. And then I'll just do a light tie just to make certain it does not come apart. This is so much fun. Here, I'll bring it up closer to you so you can see it, like right here. And I just don't want it to get caught. So I need to go get myself some zitzits. I don't know where to buy some zitzits, but I need to go get some zitzits to put on this this lovely. What did I just do? Did I forget to tie it? Yeah, I knew I messed up here. Okay. Little yellow one out. Out, out. Thank you. So I'm right now tying it because there's not, you know, I made them too small, if that makes sense, to do the what is it? Too small. I can't remember what I was saying. They'll come to me. Okay. There. Now, I made it too small for the needle. Like the strands were too small. But as you can tell, it looks good. I think I did fairly well. It looks kind of cute. I still have this much left to do, so I'm finishing this up because that's been on my mind, is finishing this up. Ooh, it's warm in here. Mind if I turn on the fan, guys? It's a little warm in this room. So just give me a moment. I'll be right back. Let me get a fan. It's pretty hot. Ooh. As you can tell, I'm right now getting the fan because I'm too hot for any good. Okay. Let's see if this works. Hopefully it will work fine. Oh yeah, that's better. Much better. I can feel cool air. Yay. Oh. Yeah, And I'm going to tell you one thing about Malanda. Malanda is very hot where I'm at right now. Very warm. So, yep. So I'm going to go in here, send this through. Let's hope this does what I want it to do. I wanted to finish this shawl off. That's the main thing I wanted to do. And I've been working on other shawls if you would like to see them. But yeah. So I do have other shawls I worked on that I can let you see. I think they're pretty cool after I'm done with this. Oh, burgles. We're still working on trying to get our own home on our own land, which is quite important to me, but it'll happen when it happens. Okay, so this goes in here. Hold on. Do your hats. There you go. Go in. Yay, I did it, I did it, I did it. I'm so happy. Okay, so like I said, it's a really tiny, okay, I want my blue out here and the yellow right there, and I'll tie it. That's what I do is, because it's so tiny and I didn't do it the right way, I have to do it this way to finish it off. That's something I wanted to do. I wanted to kind of, hide it, but sadly, I don't think I'm going to be hiding it very well. What do you think? It's very pretty, though. I gotta say, this is a very pretty shawl. So anyway, yeah, I'm hoping you like what I sent you. That's the main thing I'm concerned about. When I bought it for you, I was like, I hope she likes it. I'm hoping she make certain if you have honey, add honey to it. That's all I'm going to tell you. Add honey to it. Water and honey. That should give you a kind of clue what I sent you. But yeah. So anyways, back to what I was saying. It was, one thing I do know is when you go onto a plane, the air pressure is on your ears, so you always have to yawn. I didn't have any gum, so I didn't eat any gum. So yeah, we had basically yawned. And I was starting to get tired when they were about to land. That's so funny. They said, "Oh, we're about to land in 5 minutes." And I was about to fall asleep on my husband's shoulder. I'm like, oh, that was faster than I thought. So yeah. Now, we're getting this hopefully done. I want to get this done because it's for a friend of mine over in Brisbane. She knows about it, and I want to sit. You see, when we get off the plane, I plan on giving it to her in Brisbane since she lives there. Meet her up somewhere, So, yeah. I actually saw my husband walking, so I'm thinking he's coming in. Not sure. It's not easy to get it right in the spot I need it. Yeah, he just walked past. He just walked past. Not sure what he's doing, but okay. He walked past. That makes it nice and firm. That's all I cared about as I'm concerned. It stays nice and firm. As you can tell, right there. Nice and firm. This one I'm not sure it's going to fit. But we'll see. We'll see. It's pretty small, short. I can't believe I made them so short. I should have made them a little bit longer. I'll learn better for next time. I think he was going to drive his sister in. Now I think he's coming. I don't know. He looks like he's trying to come in. Or he might not be trying to come in. I don't know anymore. Okay, so this one in. Sorry, I'm right now working on, like I said, I wanted to finish this one off. Because this one, if I can give it away to my friend that I made it for, I will feel better knowing that she got it, on time. And here he is.
Yes, dear.
Jeff is here, guys. He's here.
Yes, good morning. We're having little issues with the boat registration. So Julie hasn't gone anywhere yet.
Oh. What boat registration?
Well, they have a boat that they purchased 6 months ago, did the transfer of ownership. Then the bill for registration came through. So they sent that in. And then they sent him a letter back saying, you're not the registered owner of this boat. Here's your refunded registration payment. And so now he's on the phone to them saying, I am the registered owner of this boat. What's going on?
Oh, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law have a boat. I didn't know nothing about that.
There you go.
So, there we go. Tight as can be. Hi, Helen! How are you doing? Yeah, like I was saying, my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law got a boat. So I was a little bit surprised when he said something about a boat. And he went and hid in the room. Oh, okay, dear. Well, I want more than these slippers on.
That's it. Worse.
Yeah, isn't it? By the way, Helen, I'm over in Malanda right now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You got a cold? Sorry to hear that. We'll be keeping you in prayer, especially for that. Marbles, why aren't you going through it? Fine, be that way. It's too small. When I make it too small, I cannot sew it in. No, why can't I sew it in? Okay, but anyway, it's getting done. It's getting done. So yeah, we're in Malanda. We're on a vacation. My chickens are doing well because I've been checking in with my father-in-law, seeing how they're doing. He's been feeding them, watering them, everything. So red and whitetail are right now being taken care of by my father-in-law.
Yeah. We followed him around yesterday with his mum.
You want to hear it? Jeff has some funny tale to tell you about that one. There you go.
Well, it's only a short tale, but apparently they've already gotten so used to him. He doesn't feed them, but he doesn't annoy them either. So they're used to seeing him around. So when he decided to take the push mower out and mow the lawn, there they were walking behind him, picking at all the insects and grubs and whatever that he's stirring up with the mower. And they followed him around the whole time while he was mowing. So yeah, they're quite used to him. Put this back on there.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So we have our zapper here. So there will be no little critters in the what you call the
But not for long. Anyway,
yeah. No critters in the cottage. Yeah, isn't it funny? I thought that was kind of cute. I'm like, ooh. My father-in-law's getting used to our girls. And he's the one who didn't want chickens. But because they're technically my pets, he's even making a chicken coop for them. He's even making a chicken coop for them. So that'll be kind of cool. And Jeff has been helping with that. That is a cute image to visualize, isn't it? The two girls following right behind him while he's mowing. Now they don't know that we just went on vacation and we'll be right back. They don't know that. They just think we left them. We left them. I don't know if they'll be happy with us or mad at us by the time we get back. And claim dad, I don't know. But yeah, the girls seem to be doing well, so I'm happy to hear that. I was really concerned about it though originally, and you know why. After all, I've been taking good care of those little chickens. We took them on Sukkot. So yeah. Yeah, I think they are. I think they are being sneaky. Such good girls, though. Now, I won't say they were always good girls, to be honest. They killed a chicken they didn't like. It could have been because the other chicken was sick. I don't know. But they killed the black chicken, and the other black chicken died because she had cocciditis. I can't say the word. But cocciditis or something like that. So we found that out. She tried to live. She really did. She really tried. But it was pretty bad when she was feeling, I thought she was fine, but she wasn't. We did have 3 chickens, and now we have only 2. Huh? That was my sister-in-law that just was checking in and saying that she was looking for Jeff because Jeff is going to drive her to Bible study. And long story short, I'm going to be here while I wait for my husband to get back, and we'll figure out what's going to go on, because I am going to be going for an hour and a half. That's my plan. It's already been 36 minutes. I thought you would love to hear about Malanda and what I'm not quite sure what our plans are yet. I have the nice fan in here, just trying to cool me down. Malanda is warm here, guys. Oh, very warm. And so, long story short, we'll probably, I don't know, we'll probably go to the falls. We're not sure about that yet. But I'm trying to get my battery pack recharged so I can use it to take pictures of the falls, of Jeff and me at the falls, or, well, at least the falls itself. That's my goal. That will be on my Instagram, so you can see where we've been and how it's been. We are talking about going on a, not today, but tomorrow or the next day, we might be going on a, what you call a sky tram, I think is what it's called, sky tram. And we'll be going on that, and from top to bottom, and we'll basically go on the top, and my sister-in-law will meet us at the bottom. That's what she talked about. And it's done, guys. Look, all done. I'm so happy. Look at that, all done. This is a beautiful shawl I made for somebody, and this is, yeah, this is a gorgeous shawl. So that's done. I now only have to go find a zits to put on it, and then it'll be done. Now, which one do you want me to work on first? Do you want me to work on this gorgeous one I worked on right here? Or do you want me to work on this one, which is a square one? Yeah, good idea. And there's this one that I worked on. That is the red one. Which one do you guys want me to work on? Because I have like 3 of them to choose from. Thinking this one better not be stuck. True. Well, I have 2 darker ones, so do you want me to do the wine one? Or do you want me to do the gray one? And we'll hold off on doing this one. It's gorgeous, by the way. I did a different type of, I can't think what it's called, 2 different styles. I'm using trying to think what I'm doing here. I used a double crochet and a double crochet and a single crochet. So do you want me to do, yeah, it's hard to decide. That's true. It's either between the gray and the red. I like to know, well, the wine. I like the tan one, but like you said. Okay, not a problem. What about you, Helen? The same way? You like me to work on the wine one? I'm just waiting for Helen to get back to me on it and say yes, no, maybe. But yeah, I have the wine one, and I also have a tan one, and I have a gray one. Okay, so wine. Wine it is. So what I'm doing right now is what you call a triple crochet. In Australia, they call it a double crochet. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I could do that. And I do what you call the triple crochet. Now it's double crochet, and then I'm doing like a triple. So what I'm thinking of is doing double crochet, then triple crochet, then back to double crochet, then triple crochet. But first I wanted to do these. These are double crochets right here. Double crochets, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh brother, how many rows did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 double crochets, and then I'm going to do 5 triple crochets, and then back to some double crochets. I want to try different what's the word I'm trying to find? I want to try different patterns to, understand what I want to do. I want to make them unique, each one unique in each way. Does that make sense? Now this is wool. This is 100% wool. It's from sheep wool. So yeah, what is it called? Marlow? No, not Marlow wool. What is it called? There's a certain sheep that we have in Australia. It's I'm gonna have to look it up now. I can't remember. It's a wool. It's from sheep, and it's a certain type of sheep. Just give me a moment. That's gonna drive me nuts. Let me check. What sheep are in Australia? No. Sheep breeds. It wasn't Suffolk. It's real sheep wool. Merino. Merino. Merino wool. So it was merino wool. And I couldn't even think what they were originally. So yeah, I'm right now doing a triple crochet, and then I'm going to do a double crochet in about 4 rows from now. And then back to triple crochet. I just want to try different crochet techniques. Make everything different, unique, if that makes sense. That's how I like doing my crochet. I couldn't bring diamond paintings with me because I didn't want to lose them on the floor at my sister-in-law's, so we didn't bring any diamond paintings. I only had like yarn at the time. I do have that new one that came in the mail. I am expecting something in the mail again. I'll have to check with my father-in-law and see if that came in. So yeah, we have a lot going on. I have packages upon packages coming while I am on vacation. Not at my sister-in-law's, but you know what I mean. So I'll be asking him tonight. I'm going to call him every night, checking in on our chickens because I really care about how red and whitetail are acting. I want to make sure they're okay. They're healthy little chickens. Nothing happened to them. Because I will tell you one thing I found out about my father-in-law's. My father-in-law has these beautiful birds called magpies. Magpies are chasing after them. It is taking a long time, Helen. We are trying to get a house set up on our new land. We did camp on our land. Not sure if you watched that video or not. But we were camping on our land during Sukkot. But getting a house on it, we have to go through some hoops. Hoops and drags, basically meaning go to the government and say, hey, I want to put a house on our land. Can we please put a house on our land? And by the way, it'll cost us $4,000. just to get permission to put a house on your land, which is strange. It's your land. So yeah, we don't know what will happen. We're just waiting patiently, and right now we're on vacation. Oh, and I have some news about my visa. Okay, what's going on the visa? I have a visa that's going to be, not visa, you know what I mean, passport. I have a passport that's going to run out on the 30th of January. I thought, okay, since after this vacation with my sister-in-law, I would go down to Sydney and go get it all taken care of. All they want is money. Exactly, Helen. Exactly. And I was like, okay, maybe I can go and get this done, in a short amount of time. Well, we checked on the website. We were thinking of going on November. We wanted to do it in November because, get it all done as fast as possible. Nope. It's going to shock you, or it's going to surprise you when in January they want to see me. And remember, my passport ends or needs to be renewed before the 30th of January. So we're looking and seeing when I can go see, the embassy for getting my passport renewed. Well, we go into their website, November, all full. What? No, come on. I want to go in November. Nope. No can do. Okay. Well, what about December? Nothing there. No. There is no openings in December. And you're guessing right. January. Now you want to hear when in January? It's going to make you laugh. January 17th, guys. January 17th is when my appointment is in the embassy to get my passport renewed. So that means I am only 12 days away from my passport being completely, 12 days before. That was too close for a call. That's all I'm going to say. Too close for me to, So they're going to make me wait 3 months before they see me, basically. So that's what's going on my passport. Now, what I need to do with my passport is change my name on it because my old name is on it. And I need to change, I need to ask for 10 years. Of course, I will have it for 10 years. And I will need to, try to think, what else do I need to do? Get a different picture on it. So that's what's going on that. So in January, I am going to Sydney. That's where the embassy is. They don't have a closer embassy. They have, the embassy is either in Canberra, in Sydney, or in Perth. That's all. I'm in Queensland. So Sydney is the closest one I can get to. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to drive down. Any questions, guys? I'm willing to answer questions if you have questions. I wish my sister-in-law had given us a better torch. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you about this lovely little, what you call a cottage house. This is my sister-in-law's cottage house. There is It's dark when you try and get in here. Very, very dark. When it's at night, it's dark. Oh, and the toilets are not in the house per se. They're on the outside of the house. Hold that thought. I didn't think anyone was going to call me. Just give me a couple seconds. Who's calling? Hello, Goldbergs? He's not here at the moment. We are right now in Malanda. Didn't he tell you that? We were going to Malanda. We said we were going to go see his sister-in-law. Yeah. We don't know because we haven't heard from them. They haven't called us. Okay, sounds good. Jeff can call you from my phone if need be. Thank you. Bye. That was fun. That was fun. That was just APM. It's a job provider place to try and get him a job. And they called while we were on vacation. That was quite fun. So, sorry about that, guys. I didn't put it on mute because I was just hopefully not going to be on the phone very long. And as you can tell, this is the, and I'm going to show you the differences. This is the, boy, I'm not making any sense, but here. This is the double crochet right there, and this is the triple crochet right there. So that's what I did. So I go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we flip it. And we go again into this little section right here, and I go 3 of these. I would love to learn how to do what you call the puff stitch. I haven't learned that yet. And I would love to learn a couple other stitches too, which I haven't learned yet. But I will, in time. So, see, there's 3 right there. So yeah, we're not sure exactly what we're going to be doing today. Jeff knew I was going to go on live because I always go live on my Fridays. And yes, there will be a second time I'll be going live, and that will be next Friday. I will have a lot to talk about. Oh yeah, I know. I heard about the queen dying. Yeah, and also another one I want to make is a waffle. It's called a waffle stitch. I would love to learn how to do that. And there's also a lacy stitch. I would like to learn how to do that. Yeah, I know. You have a new king. That's her son. How do you like the queen consort? Well, believe it or not, in Australia, we follow the king and queen also. Not in America. In America, I think they completely dissolved themselves from the queen and king and all that. From that, I think it was that Tea Party, Boston Tea Party. That was what dissolved them. I don't know though, but I used to watch. I used to. That's what I learned in history class. So, uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you have to renew your passport again because you're under a new monarch. I don't know. So, just going through this, not through the motions. I'm just going through the crochet and making certain I'm doing the right crochet. Jeff went and took his sister to scripture study, so she went to scripture study. I would love to learn how to do the puff. That's one thing I would love to do, and I want to make one that's called a what are they called? A snowflake. You know, snowflake touching each snowflake. Does that make sense? But I think that's going to be intricate and long. Can anyone see what I'm doing? If not, I can bring this down just a tad so you can see what I'm doing. I want to make certain everyone's seeing what I'm doing. So, but yeah, I'm going to Sydney. It would be quite interesting if I meet up with someone I met in Sydney online, but I don't know if we will. I'm thinking of Koala Crafts maybe, but I don't know if we can. It would be kind of nice if I did meet her, but we'll see. But that's not until January, like I said. And like I said, I have a place that we're going to be staying at, which is my cousin-in-law's, my husband's cousin, and her husband in Sydney. So it'll be quite an interesting trip, I'm sure. But that one we're going to be driving down, and then we're going to stay in Corindi. Corindi, I think is what you call it. We're going to be staying in Corindi for 2 nights when we come back to check out Corindi. I'd never been to Corindi, so I thought that would be kind of cool. So, you over here, there. Don't you love how I can move my camera closer to my projects? And it's much easier for me. Yeah, I would love to learn how to do the puff. There's one I would love to learn also is I would love to learn how to do cross stitch. So I can start making some cross stitch things too. But we'll see. When the time comes, we'll see. I can't find what was that cloth everyone talks about? I bought a blue cloth. I can't remember what it's called. Not Adidas. What is it called? It's a cloth for cross stitch. Can someone help me remember what the name of that cloth is? And Jeff is back. I just saw him through the window. And I just heard the door open. That's fine.
Yeah, because they don't.
I'm just talking about all the different things. I'm just talking about all the different things we're going to be doing. I told them about the whole situation with Sydney. Not being able to go to Sydney until January. 17th. Only, let's see, the 30th minus 17th is only like 13 days before it expires.
Even for the American government.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll figure it out.
I hope
I'm
so.
not planning any overseas trips just then.
No, we're not planning on any overseas trips for a while.
I'll have to get mine with you.
Really? I thought yours was 1 year after mine, honey. But you want to do it the same time I'm doing mine? Okay. Jeff was telling me he might renew his at the same time as mine. Yeah, I know. I saw that it froze. I'm watching the YouTube as I'm doing the talking. If there's anything you didn't hear, I can repeat whatever you missed. We didn't talk too much. I'm just talking to Jeff about different things. Jeff is going to be getting he's thinking of renewing his passport at the same time I'm renewing mine. Yeah. We are thinking of a few things that we want to do. Jeff and I have been talking about, we're basically trying to get a business up and running too, without the government's help. They didn't help us, did they? Do you remember that time when the government said, "Oh, we'll help you get a business started and all that"? No, they don't.
Spend more time doing homework
Than doing the business. I guess it was like a small reprieve from Nope, didn't happen. Now Jeff and I are thinking of getting what you call what are they called, honey? Well, yeah, the mushroom farm, of course, but there's another thing you were thinking of. Weren't you talking about those bottles and candies and stuff like that?
candies.
The machines. I can't think what they're called.
Oh, yeah. Vending machines.
Vending machines. Investing into some vending machines, and
only if they can get us contacts in the area.
only if they can give us contacts in the area. Now, if they can't, then we'll go a different route. We'll probably do mushrooms, like my husband was suggesting. But we'll see. We'll see. And I'll still do my resin work, guys. I still will do my resin work once we get the house built and stuff. My resin work will be done. Probably have to buy some more resin. But we'll see when the time comes. I like making resin. I still have a lot of my resin pieces that I want to sell, and I'm trying to figure out if I can create a website and sell it that way. But I haven't decided on how I want to do it. Also, I'm waiting on Rachel to get in touch with me about when she wants me to send her stuff, but she still has to pay me for it first before I can send her that stuff. So yeah, a lot going on. But I can tell you, we do have our own land. It's beautiful land. We have to mow the lawn now. Jeff was mowing the lawn before we left, about 2 days before we left, and it was too hot outside, and he was starting to get a heat stroke, so we had to stop. So we got it like halfway mowed, maybe a bit more. So yeah, but what kind of business? We're thinking of doing a mushroom business, and also I'm still going to be doing, and Jeff wants me to. I'm still going to be doing my resin business, and Jeff is also planning on making. What are they called? Diamond painting pins. So a lot is going on our end right now. And in Australia, there's so many homeless people. I can tell you we are actually technically blessed that we are staying at my father-in-law's, although we don't feel blessed at father-in-law's. We are technically blessed at father-in-law's because we do have a roof over our head. So, yeah. But we really want to get on our own land, and we really want our own house and things, and get our business up and running, and not be under Centerlink as much, anymore, and all that. But it does take time. So any other questions? Would you like to ask Jeff any questions? Me? The cottage is nice here. It's run down with a little bit of roaches.
No, they only flew in.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I saw little ones in there.
Oh, maybe it's not.
Yeah. But they are falling upside down and dead. Although I think because you and I prayed that they would die.
Yeah, it's spray there.
Yeah, we did. We did spray it. I can tell you I have a bug zapper. It's called Bug Be Gone. That thing works. No joke. It works. So that's pretty cool. I am going to start sending out the things that I promised I would send out. Not right now, but I will send out when I get back. I sent out 2 things, one to Mayhem and one to Audie, because Audie won something from me. So I had to get that out. Yeah, I do. I have a good line of defense. And then we are going to try to think what else we're going to do. We are working I'm waiting on something from Yeah, we are enjoying our wee little break. It's good. I'm not sure what all we're going to be doing, but we will be doing quite a few things. And I'm watching the battery pack right now to see if it's getting charged, because that's going with us. So I can take a picture of the waterfalls and things that happen where we're going. Now, my sister-in-law said, "Did you go into the Crystal Cave?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I remember going into the Crystal Cave ages ago." I did go into the Crystal Cave ages ago, and it's not what it's all cracked up to be. It's still pretty, but it's just not. It's not a natural cavern. We are here for 9 days. 9 days. 9 days visiting my sister-in-law and brother-in-law. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it on yours, because I don't have money for sandals myself. Don't forget, what is it called? Afterpay's taking out.
Yes.
Burgles, what did I do? By the way, I am setting up a shop for my funny words like burgles. and merchandise. It's just I haven't set them. I did set them up, but no one bought any, so not so far. Yes, exactly, Audie. At the end of this visit will be. Did I mess up on this? Please tell me I didn't. Sorry, I'm counting 3. Okay, 1, 2. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's called triple crochet, so I'm like making certain I'm doing the triple crochet. If I'm doing something else, I'm not quite happy with myself here. That is so pretty. So yeah, long story short, we don't know what we're going to be doing, but we are going to be having fun. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh, to the falls. Oh, okay, is that what she's been saying?
Yes, but I don't know if there's
Another shawl. Here, I'll show you close up of it. Another shawl. I'll show it to you. Just give me a moment so I can make certain it's in the whole thing. See? Right here. A shawl. This is a finished shawl, so you can see how my shawls come out. This is a long shawl, by the way, but this is a finished shawl. So that's what I'm making. I like making prayer shawls. I enjoy it. Sorry. So that's what I'm making, is a shawl. A prayer shawl. This is for anybody, anyone we come upon or anything that does, if the Heavenly Father puts it in my heart to give them a shawl, I'll give them a shawl. It's not one that costs anything or anything. I just give it away. So, yeah. And I'm trying new techniques. So. Yeah, there, shawl. It's very pretty. It takes me about 2 weeks to 3 weeks to finish a shawl, depending on if I'm working on the same shawl every day. But then again, you know me. I'm one that works on several different things. I work on a shawl here. I work on a different shawl there. So it can take me up to about almost a month to get 2 or 3 shawls done in one, depends on how I feel and how much I want to work on. But I love working on shawls. Jeff can tell you, I've made him a shawl, believe it or not. Not this type of shawl. I never made him this type of shawl, but I made what you call a normal scarf-like shawl for him, for a man. He likes it. Also made him a hat. Don't know what he did with the hat, but I did make him a hat. I do know how to loom knit, but I can't find my loom knitter, so I haven't been loom knitting. I have so many things I want to learn. Exactly. I don't want to burn out as well. So what I usually do is if I get tired of doing crochet, I'll go to something different, like resin work, if I can do resin. But I don't know where any of my resin is right now. It's all packed at my father-in-law's house, and well, not in his house, but it's in the shed, or what you call the car garage, and it's a 4-car garage. It's in there somewhere. So I don't know where my resin is. I never. Exactly the thought that counts. And then I also make pot holders or whatever I feel the necessary. That did not sound right, but yeah, necessary. Like I'll give you an example. When you go into a new home, well, it's the first thing that most people like giving you: kitchen towels and pot holders and stuff like that as a welcome to the neighborhood or whatever type of gift. Well, this gray one could end up being into a pot holder, or it could, well, not a pot holder, but it could be, like a, not a coaster, but I'm trying to think what it's called, where you can set your pot on and it stays nice, and it's out of wool, so it won't burn as easy, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm not making sense, but I know what I'm talking about. Cool. Yeah, I like I said, I don't know how to do cross stitch, and needlework is what is this? Is that crocheting, or is that knitting, or what? What is needlework? I do hand sew, and I plan on hand sewing a dress in live stream, so you guys can see how I hand sew. I get it done within. Hand sewing takes me only about 2 days to get done, doesn't it, dear? No, not on hand sewing. I'm trying to figure out what needlework is. Forgive me, Helen, I don't remember what needlework is. That's why I asked. Is it knitting, or is it crocheting, or is it what? Or is it embroidery, or is it cross stitch? Because when you say needlework, no, I'm not going to restart. So I don't know what needlework is. I shouldn't have lost any internet, but I don't know. Am I still here, guys? Please give me a thumbs up if I'm still here. Embroidery. Okay. Thanks. I wasn't sure if you guys lost me or not. You see, I'm not making a second channel until I figure something out. I want to try and do a gaming channel, because I am right now playing a fun game, but we didn't bring the game with us. So I've been playing a fun game. That's what I was saying. That's why I asked, which one is it? Is it cross stitch? Is it knitting? Is it crochet? Or is it embroidery? That's why I asked. Because needlework, they would call this needlework, or some people would call this needlework, because I'm actually using a crochet needle. And when you're doing knitting, it's knitting needles. Cross stitches and needles too. And then what else is there? And then there's embroidery, which is needles. And then there's a fun one, which I enjoy doing, and I do know how to do. And that's called, oh my word. What is that called? It's a special type of embroidery, but it's like puff embroidery, where you do like the French knot and stuff like that. It's a special type of embroidery, I think. Yeah, it's still 3. Good. It's interesting that I can hold the yarn and it's so easy for me because it's so fluid and everything, meaning it flows past my, like, this is how I hold my yarn. As you can see, it just flows, it just moves out. But when it comes to knitting, I don't even know how to hold the yarn. It's hilarious. It's like, so yeah, that's quite fun. And like I said, near Cairns, we are in Malanda. Malanda is about 45 minutes or an hour. Yeah, about an hour to Cairns. But I said it's close, near Cairns, which is a lot more near than Dolby.
It's not the matter of the distance, it's the matter of having to climb the range.
Yeah, it's not the distance, it's the range. They have a range, or they have a mountain they have to climb.
It's lots of sweet.
So yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to some of the things that will be happening, and I'm looking forward to now when we get on our own land and everything's going nice and smoothly, we're gonna have, guess how many chickens? I'll let you do your guessing first. How many chickens do you think I'm gonna have? Put your guesses in the tab, or yeah, in the chat. I know there's only two people watching, so the third person is me. Oh, not a problem. So how many chickens do you think I'm gonna have, Helen? And then I'll tell you. I like to hear your guys' guesses on our land in Wara. Because I feel that we should grow our own food and have our own chickens and all that. Okay. Just waiting on Helen if she wants to make a guess. Do you want to guess how many chickens I'll have? Okay. Actually, it is Audie, 2 less than yours. Helen, 4 less than yours. So 10 chickens. We're allowed 10 chickens in Wara. So we're going to have our normal 2, and then we're going to have 8 more chickens, which means we'll have a lot of eggs. We can't have roosters because that's against the, I guess, against the law or against council, because we're not, our land is only 1/3 acre, even though we are in what you call semi-rural / semi so it's half and half. It's semi-rural and then personal property or something like that. Yeah, it was. It's an even number. So it's 10. Now what I want to get is I want to get about 4 more Rhode Island Reds. Yeah, a lot of chickens, but guess how many eggs? Nice amount of eggs. We won't have to go buying eggs over at the store, will we? Or at the supermarket. So, yeah. So, anyways, we are planning on growing our own foods. We are actually going to be growing a saltbush berry, and that saltbush berry will be saltbush berry will help my eyes. What else, honey? Finger lines. We are actually going to be growing some finger lines on our land. We'll also be growing some fun little plants too. Things to kill mosquitoes, things to kill things that are too strong of bugs. Yeah, but we can sell the eggs. We want the eggs is basically what we're after. So we don't have to go buying eggs. Eggs cost, guys. Going to the supermarket like Kohl's or Woolworths, it costs you $5.72 just for 12. And for 16 of them, is it 16 or 18 of them, hon? Chicken eggs on the very bottom of them. Okay, when we're in the supermarket.
There's ones that hold 18.
Yeah, 18, and it's about $10, isn't it? Yeah, $9.99 or 95 cents or something like that. So I was thinking, since we're going to have 10 chickens, means 10 eggs, right? On certain days, so we wouldn't be running out of eggs. That's our goal. We also want to get a couple of, not bantams. I'm trying to think of the other chicken that's a little bit bigger than the Rhode Island Reds, but very, very tame. Hopefully, they call them meat chickens, but actually, I want to get one that's not a meat chicken. Just want the eggs. Other than that, we will be growing our own. Excuse me. Oh dear, that came out before I could even move my head. That was fun. Please forgive me for sneezing. Anyways, there's dust in this. Cottage. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Selling the eggs, selling some of the mushrooms. Yeah, that's what we were planning on doing. Depending on how many eggs we get and all that. But at least we won't have to be going over to the store buying eggs. Our chickens, red and whitetail, they've been giving us eggs. But we don't know where the eggs are now. Thank you. So, long story short, we don't know where our eggs are right now due to the fact, one, we're not there. Number two, we don't know where they're hiding them anymore. They used to put them in the tent. I don't know if they're in the tent now or not. We did ask Dad if there was any eggs in there, and he didn't confirm there was. So I don't know where they're putting their eggs. So we have no clue where the girls are putting their eggs. We're hoping it's not under the house. No, I just, like I said, I don't have a cold. What is going on is right now I have the fan blowing on me to keep me cool. But there is dust blowing around in the cottage. It's pretty dusty. Has a smell of musty, right, hon? When we first entered into this house, it was musty, a little musty. So that's where the sneezing's coming from. I don't sneeze that often. My phlegm's going up a little bit because of the fact that it's having an allergic reaction to some dust going around. I do sleep on a pillow called Blissy. Love Blissy. It's been very much of a help. And our home will be much more cleaner, not cleaner, but less dusty when we get it. Because I have what you call a Roomba, and our Roomba will clear most of that dust. When you agree, dear?
I think the fact that no one's lived here for the last 6 months, it's consistently only open for the job
Yeah.
If it was lived in more often,
Yeah. Well, true.
it would certainly be
More.
it's clean.
It's semi-clean, yeah. It's clean in here.
And everything works.
Oh yeah, it works. Although she says that the stove doesn't work anymore. But I gotta say, it's nice. Yeah, I have a slight allergy to dust, so that's where the sneeze came from. I apologize. I try not to sneeze. And right now I'm on my 3rd row, I believe. Yeah, on my 3rd row for the shawl. It's looking pretty though. Gotta say, it's a very pretty shawl. So yeah. Let me think what else. They have cattle here. They have you can get fresh milk here without going to the store at my sister-in-law's. They go to the vat and get fresh milk. It's not pasteurized. It's not homemade. No, I couldn't hold it in. I didn't expect it to happen, to be honest. I wasn't even trying to hold it in. I was like, I didn't even feel it coming until it just came. Although Jeff says there is a way to hold it in for just a little bit until you can get somewhere else where people don't hear you sneeze. And that's by holding your nose. Yeah, it was out of the blue. That wasn't fun. But oh well. You guys get to hear the whole gist of it. So now I have what you call a cool pix. Believe it or not, 10 years ago I brought the cool pix with me from America. Now it's still working, by the way, guys. Excellent camera. I'll show it to you. This is my little cool pix. Let me show you. This is my pix. Now it has a little wear and tear on it, but it's doing fairly well. And when you turn it on, when the battery, oh yay, the battery's ready. The battery is ready. Yes. Battery's ready. Let's see. You go down here. You go there and you click there. And as you can tell, I'll show you. You start it up, and it's a very nice little cool pix. I've had it for almost over 12 years. So I had it before I came to Australia, and that has been my camera. And it's in good shape, wouldn't you agree? What? I'm not talking about the laptop, I'm talking about my Coolpix camera.
Oh, the camera, yes.
That one came from America, and it's still going strong. This still thing, hun, you remember I brought it from America, and that was almost 10 years ago. And I've had it for 2 years before I even came here. This camera is 12 years old. 12 years old. This camera I had. I do want to do some professional pictures and stuff, but I don't have a professional camera. But it is in wonderful shape. But it takes great pictures. I have no comments. I have no complaints with that camera. Only complaint I had is where the charger gave out. Does that make sense? Okay, the charger is right here. I'll show you. This charger right here, I'll show you. This thing right there gave out. Oh, it's taken a lot of memories. It's taken a lot of memories from, beautiful memories. Like the first time I came to Malanda, I was like saying, oh, wow, on certain things, because it was my first time here, you know? And I was like, oh, wow, look at that waterfall. Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, wow, look at that. And this is the thing my husband says that I still do. Even to this day, I'm like, I appreciate I appreciate like the birds. I'm like, Jeff, look at the cockatiels. Oh, look at the galahs. Oh, look at the cockatoos. Oh, look at the corellas. I mean, we're naming a few birds that's definitely in Australia. And Jeff's like, yep. He never, I mean, not that he never appreciated it, but he never really paid attention to them because he lived here for a long time. But when I was like looking around and enjoying every scenery and everything like that, he started having an awe-inspiring, like, wow, I never even noticed it. I never noticed how pretty they were. Like there was one time we were looking at a Tony Frogmouth, and he says they come out rarely, and that's true, they do. They come out rarely. But I remember telling Jeff, I was like, oh, isn't that a pretty bird? We were over in Toowoomba at the time, and I said, isn't that like a Tony Frogmouth owl? And he says, yeah. No, it's Tony. It's Tawny, but I keep saying Tony because of my accent. Anyways, the Tawny Frogmouth, it was right there, and he's like, I wouldn't have seen that. And I'm like, well, it's right there. I've done that quite a few times. Like there's a bird that he didn't see before, and he's like, I didn't see that bird before. It's quite fun. So let's see, what else can I tell you? Yes, I have seen snakes in Australia. I actually seen a snake at my father-in-law's. It was a red belly black snake. It's poisonous. And I remember seeing it peek. Jeff had put the tarp down to dry the tarp out, and this red belly black snake came from underneath the tarp, peeked out, and I'm like, Jeff, I think we have a snake here. And he's like, and he goes, where? And I said, I think under the tarp. So what happened was, he goes, I need a hammer. So I handed him a hammer, and then he lifted up the tarp, and there was the red belly black snake trying to find a way of getting away. Like I said, we have chickens here, so we're like trying to protect our chickens. And I was so thankful the chickens were in the tent at the time, where they were nice and safe, where they were 100% zipped up, so they did not get out. And long story short, we went and he killed the red belly black snake, and I just watched it rise. But he killed it at the head, banging it down. I didn't want to watch it. I just remember him doing it. And yeah, that was our fun. So yes, we do get poisonous snakes here and there. It's rare. You don't see them every single time. There's been people who says from America, they're not saying you do, Audie. I'm just saying some people do. They're like, oh, you always see a snake, or you always see this, or you always see that. And I'm like, no, I don't always see this. I don't see that. We do have poisonous spiders, and redbacks are kind of like the black widows, and we do have them. We basically kill the web and everything, so they're not in our, but there was a couple over at my father-in-law's house and one over at my sister-in-law's house. Let's see, what else can I tell you about Australia? There's quite a few. There's quite a few memories. I'm gonna have to check the account to see if we have enough to get me some sandals, because I'm not gonna be walking in my Ugg slippers anywhere. Ugg slippers are supposed to stay in the house. So, guys, let me know what you think of all that I've been talking about, like especially about the snakes. So yes, we do see snakes. Yes, we do see spiders, but the thing is, and we saw a dingo last night too when we came in, but it looked like a regular dog to me. But a dingo does look like a regular dog, doesn't it, babe?
Yeah, it's probably
It's probably a crossbreed. Probably crossbred with a cattle dog. So anyways, long story short, you do see, but the thing is, do I see crocodiles? We have salt crocs here. Not in Dalby. Not in Dalby. We don't see salt crocs. Now we are right now near Cairns, so Cairns might possibly have salt crocs, but not Dalby. Amora doesn't either. It's inland. So yeah. So there's a saying in Australia, if you're over near ocean or near Cairns or even up in Whitman Bay or Whitman, whatever. What is it called, hon? Whitman? Is it Whitman or what is it called? Or what? It's an island, but I can't think of it. Yeah, Whitsundays. There are salt crocs there. Oh, not really? Okay, well, what about Cairns?
You'll see a few,
Yeah.
but mostly north of Cairns.
Okay, thank you. Just said it's north of Cairns. For a long time, I kept calling Cairns Cans, like Cans, Cans, but it's actually Cairns, like you're saying caring for someone, Cairns. It took me a long time to learn how to say that word, didn't it, hon?
It did. You got it.
I got there, yay! I did really well with Toowoomba, though. Most people have a problem with that word, but I took to that word pretty quick, didn't I, honey? Toowoomba? Yeah. Interpilly, yeah. Interpilly was funny. See, I've learned, and then I've also learned a little bit about the different foods here in Australia versus American. We should do a American versus Australian foods. And no, I wasn't mean. There is no Vegemite in any packages, I promise. Vegemite is, in my book, it's nasty. That's for me. For Jeff, so you have death adders over there, or just plain adders? Oh, we have what you call king toads over here in where my sister-in-law is at. We saw a few cane toads. Oh boy, are there a few. And they only brought them over here for trying to kill the cane beetles, sugar cane beetles. Boy, did they take off. And just overran. Was it Queensland and everything? Oh my! It didn't occur you would do that to me. No, I would never do that to anyone. I don't like Vegemite. Why would I do it to someone else? I didn't even glitter bomb you this time because I couldn't find my glitters. Be happy, there's no glitter bomb. Oh, they're just adders? I have seen a brown snake. I have seen the big brown snake that they talk about this time. I would never do that. You know that about me. But on glitter bombing, I would do. But I didn't do it this time because I couldn't find my glitters. Be happy. Because I love putting in there my dolphins glitter, so it's from Rivka's Craft Corner. But no, couldn't find my dolphins, couldn't find nothing. Everything's packed still. It's like, sadly, I couldn't do it. And so, yeah. And I like working with I can't believe how small this is. Look at how tiny this is. Sorry, I went off topic there. So just adders, huh? Well, I know adders are poisonous, aren't they? Adders. Do they hibernate? Adi. Adi says, "Woo, my house is safe for now." No, I like putting like dolphin glitter so people know it's from me, if that makes sense. But I couldn't find my dolphin glitter. It had like a few little dolphins, like white dolphins or clear dolphins, but I couldn't do it because I don't know where they're at. They'll be found, but I don't know where they're at now. I'm just hoping and praying that everything still looks as good as it did when I packed it before. When I went to the post office, this is hilarious. When I went to the post office and I talked to the postal people, and I was like, yeah, I have a situation here. I have those, I have those cover minders that I'm selling and everything like that. And they asked me, what is it? I said, well, it's actually I can show you what a cover minder is. And I even showed them somewhat what it would have looked like. And they're like, oh, so it has a plastic clip. And I'm like, no, it doesn't have a plastic clip. It has what is it called? It has 2 little tiny magnets. And she's like, oh, well, they don't have no such thing as that in this system. So she let me put it in, even though she couldn't put down cover minders. So yeah, long story short, that turned out good. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. If I got it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my back. Okay. I miss my chair. My chair is over in Dalby at the moment. I miss that chair because it's so comfortable to sit at, and it's not here. My sister-in-law has a wooden chair, and after a while, my butt's saying I don't like this chair. So, long story short, I'm right now in a very uncomfortable wooden chair. Wow. I just saw how it's looking, and it's looking pretty. Isn't it? I mean, look at that. I like that. Oh, I'll show you. Yeah, that's looking really pretty. When I looked in the viewfinder, I saw how pretty it really did look. Nice. So yeah, long story short, if I could have found my dolphin glitter, you would have had at least a little bit of dolphin glitter in the thank you card. But sadly, my dolphin glitter is nowhere to be found at the moment. It's all packed. Everything's packed. I have so much. I mean, I even have the the thin gold leaf stuff and everything that was given to me a while back. I had that, and I don't even have that right now. I can't even reach it. Oh, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I'm going to be making something very unique when I get back and hopefully it'll be done and ready to work on. I have to fix the bottom of it a little bit, but other than that, it's ready. And it's a 1 minute itching head. Well, not head, itching ear. Ear got itchy. It's a treasure chest. And I need to finish putting it together, and I'm going to be making I'm going to be making with a clay. I have to go over to like what is the name of that store? Reject Shop. Go to Reject Shop and buy some Primo clay. I don't know what they're called. Paramount. I can't say the word. But the clay from the Reject Shop, because I'm going to be making the inside of the case to look very nice and pillowy. I know it sounds weird, but I'm going to be going pillowy with it because it's supposed to be a, polymer. Yeah, that's the word I was trying to find. Thank you very much. I couldn't think of the name. As much as I tried, it was like, I don't know what that's called. But anyways, yeah, polymer clay. And I'm going to be getting like a reddish tint for the pillow inside to look almost like a mouth. I know it sounds weird. Because I'm not into Dungeons and Dragons, okay, guys, but my husband is working on a book. And his book is sadly some things in there. And he talked to me about this treasure chest. And this treasure chest was in a form of a mimic. Now, a mimic is a treasure chest that will eat ya. So I'm going to make that treasure chest almost into a mimic. But the problem is I will not be putting, let me think, I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say here. I will not be putting, I'll be putting the teeth inside of the treasure chest, but it won't be on the outside, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll be making a mimic. If you want to look up what a mimic is, you can. But it's a very interesting little, and I have a treasure chest. Yay! So I'll be making the treasure chest, and it's almost done, by the way. But it's a mimic. It has teeth. It has a tongue, and I'll be making the tongue of the mimic, and you can put your dice in it and all that. That's my goal, anyways. Not sure it's going to turn out well or not because I'm not very strong on clay yet. I want to become really strong in clay, but you know me, I'm one of those type of people say, oh, I'll try it out. Oh, I'll try that out. By the way, I am getting something for, it's called felting. I will be getting that, and guess what I'll be making with that felting? I'm sure everyone knows what I'll be making, but go ahead and guess what I'll be making with that felting, if I can figure out how to make it. There's only one thing I would actually be making with felting, if I can. I have to study the body and body frame and everything, but yeah. So in that felting, I'll wait for you guys to mention what I am planning on making with that felting. So what time did you say your sister wanted to be picked up?
Usually the scripture study goes to that. So this will,
Okay.
I don't know what time it is now.
11.
Yeah, so kind of whenever, I guess.
Will she be calling you?
No.
Okay, cool. Well, it's 11 right now. I'll finish this this row up and then we can go. But I just wanted to. So, will you guess what I'm making, guys? What do you think I'll be making with the what you call the needle felting? You don't know? Okay, that's fine. What about you, Audie? What do you think I'll be making with that needle felting? You were right on the money. Now I have to study how to make the body and everything like that. But you were right on the money. Yes, I'm making a dolphin, but it's going to be a gray and black dolphin. Yeah, I know. But Helen didn't know, which is okay. But yeah, I'm planning on making a black and gray dolphin, not a blue one because they don't have blue in the colors. I checked. So it'll be a black and gray dolphin. And then the eyes, if it has purple in it, I might add purple eyes to it or whatever. So that's what I'm planning on doing on the needle felting, but I have to study the body. You know, you have to look at a dolphin and study how to make the body and make it right, if that makes sense. So I'll be doing that to study it before I make the needle felting itself. But that won't be until I get back to Dolby, and I think my stuff came in for the needle felting. Honey, can you call your dad and see if there was any mail, please? So, yeah, I'm very excited about those. I just received an email telling me there's mail there, so I want to make certain he got it. That's all. Yeah, we have water here, and we even have a rainwater tank too. Yeah.
This stove does not work.
Neither have I. It's wool that is kind of coarse and everything, and you use these needles to kind of make it into needle felting, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm going to be trying. I'm a little nervous about it, but I think it'll be fun once I figure it out. But I have to study the body of a dolphin to make certain I do it correctly, if that makes sense. Did it completely charge, by the way? Good. Oh, thank you. So sadly, I didn't bring anything but my knitting, not my knitting, but my crochet needles, because I didn't want to drop any of my drills on the floor around here. And I didn't want to bring my resin. That would be kind of, they wouldn't have let me put it on the plane. Trying to think what else. I don't have my plastic canvas, so I couldn't do that one. So I thought, crochet will work. I can talk to people and crochet at the same time. That was my goal. and I did good on my goal. Wouldn't you agree? So I don't know what we're going to be doing this whole week. I haven't any clue. I will let you guys know, and I will be taking plenty of pictures. I promise that. I have a camera that is a very good camera, my Coolpix, which I will be putting. What in the world did I just do here? So I'll be putting pictures up on my Instagram. Now, the only thing I can't put on Instagram, not videos, I'm trying to think here. My old Instagram, the Rivka's Craft Corner, is completely gone, guys. I felt sick to my stomach knowing that that is 100% gone. But Instagram would not give me back my old account, so I'll have to keep it on my main account, which is the one called Shop on it. I could change the name to Rivka's Craft Corner and just keep it that way and not have it as Shop, but I will be doing some of my selling on there. So, any questions? Like, I will let you know how everything goes on that. Yeah, that one. Let me see if that goes up. I'll make sure it shows up. Yep, that's the Craft Corner Shop, and it shows my chickens and things like that. No one talks about it or anything, but it's fine. Yep. And Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee, and I do have Buy Me a Coffee, and I do have a launch cart. And the launch cart is selling my my stuff for, all burgles and marigolds and all those fun words I usually say. That would help a whole lot. I have to talk to Rachel and find out when she wants me to send her. Well, not send her stuff. She's supposed to send me money first for a little while, and then I will send her the items. I made it. It's still made. It's all ready to be mailed out. It's just waiting. Right now, we have no clue, not yet. I'm still staying in contact with my dad and I'm talking about my dad in America and a friend of his. But they haven't been answering much, so not sure. I think something about T-Mobile was being a pain in the bean bombs. So basically, we don't know exactly. We're hoping to have it done before our Pesach happens. We want to be on our land. We really want to be. We want to live there. We want to have our chickens. We want to have our, we're going to become successful. We already know that. It takes time. And then you have to go through council, which costs you almost $4,000 just to get things set up. $4,000 just to fill out paperwork. We don't have $4,000 on us, so we have to wait patiently until we know what's going to go on. We originally thought my father-in-law was going to go put a house on the land, and he never did. So, yeah, ouch. Ouch. It's definitely ouchies. So, long story short, we don't know exactly when, but we're hoping we'll be on it by Pesach. Pesach is April next year. That's our hope. And we'll have our mushrooms growing at that time. We'll have finger limes growing. We'll even have beautiful ruby salt bushes growing over there. That's our plan. But it takes time. But I'm so thankful that I have you, Helen, and you, Audie, here with me, just talking to me, and you knew I was going through quite a rough time with the fact that I had to move at my father-in-law's, and right now I kind of relaxing where I don't have to hear any strange noises or anything like that. Basically grunts and stuff like that. But yeah. And Jeff is here, and we hold on. We talk to each other and we figure out what we want to do. We're thinking about possibly doing vending machines, but it depends on a few things. We want to get ourselves on our land, living there. That's what we want to do. We have been on our land for camping. That was cool. I want to live there. I want to get out of my father-in-law's house and under our own land and under our own authority and have our own stuff in a shed of our own, So for now, I just finished this 3 and 4. I just finished this. As you can tell, I was working pretty fast while I was talking. And this is the shawl that I made so far. See? The shawl. Isn't that pretty though? Look at the difference when it's a triple and a double. So pretty. So anyway, thank you. I'm sure everything's going to work out in the long run. It's just being patient. Our giant right now is the Queensland government. That's our giant we have to fight against. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I'm just setting this up for the next row, because I wanted to do 5 rows and then back to 5 rows on the other thing. So, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please ring the bell so you know when I upload another video. Most of the time, I'll be going live for a while until I can get my videos up going on Craft Kitsune and also Sophie and Toffee and some videos of unboxings and stuff like that. Please comment. I love to have. Thank you, Helen. Please comment on my videos. It helps the algorithm go up, and it also lets me know that you enjoyed watching and I like to get any ideas, any inspirations from you guys of what you would like me to do. I like doing crochet. I like doing diamond painting. I like to learn different things. I love doing resin work. Notice the change there when I said love. And yeah. So many blessings, guys, and shalom from Malanda, and we will talk to you next Friday before we go on to our plane the next day. Okay, shalom.